How y'all feel? What's going on, man?
Good morning, everybody. How you doing, bro?
I'm well.
Outstanding,
I'm well.
outstanding. It was a great weekend this weekend.
Oh man, get some of the shine off my lips, man. A little greasy there, man.
Oh, how old was she?
No, you can't. You know what? We'll start that shit. We'll wait till later in the show.
Okay.
Yeah, man. Hey, look, I just want to tell y'all, I have the privilege with working with two of the best brothers in the city of Detroit, actually in the industry. My man AD, my man Doc. He losing so much weight, his pants is falling off. So glad you wore drawers today, dog. Thank you very much.
You know what?
We appreciate that.
Saying that, just recently I came back from San Juan.
Okay.
And you know how they tell you to take your belt off? So I took my belt off, and the dude told me to put my hands up like this, right? And so next thing you know, my pants falling down.
You at the airport?
I'm at the airport in that little screening thing.
I tell you what, man. When I fly, sometimes I just want to just put all my clothes on and just walk through the detector. You know, that way I don't have to worry about the luggage. Hey, so look, y'all, we got a lot of stuff to cover. I don't know how the show gonna go today, but it's gonna be serious. It may not. We're gonna get into some real stuff. I gotta give a shout out to my brother right here. He came up with the idea. What are we talking about today, man? I'm gonna let you lead it off, man.
Well, it's about how do you talk to yourself.
You might. There you go.
Okay. How do we talk to ourselves? And how do we talk to the people that we love?
Yeah.
You know, it's sometimes we're negative in how we talk to ourselves. It's like, oh my, I'm such a stupid person, or this person, or that person. I think that we should treat ourselves as a personal relationship, and give that person and give yourself credit where credit is due.
Yes.
And boast and build yourself up, because if you don't build yourself up, you're expecting other people to build yourself up, and it's not going to happen.
Every time.
You know,
so when he brought this to me, the way he brought it to me was talking about self-love.
That's right.
Self-care, and then I said I'm going to add on to that mental health, and then that all adds up to tired of dating. So, as far as that, yeah, no pun intended. I mean, but for real, I mean, because if you don't have yourself right, you can't be right for the person that you may want to be with, and they ain't gonna want to be bothered with your ass.
That's right.
So you got to get your shit together. Damn.
See what it is. It's like representing what you want. If you want that 6-figure guy, you got to be that 6-figure girl, and if you want that 6-figure girl, you got to be that 6-figure guy.
So check this out. I'm going to break some stuff down here. So get some definitions. This is not my definition. I got this from Google. Okay, self-care has been defined as providing adequate attention to one's own physical and psychological wellness. Yeah, so just basically keep your mind right, keep your body right, stay in shape, do what's best for your total well-being. Now, I would like to start off with this. So if we got the call already? Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, speaking of, y'all call in. Man, I look good on that screen, man. Look at this shit right there.
You wear medium.
Hit it one time with the, you got to hit it one time with the pecs. Hey, look, y'all go ahead and call in.
Wear that medium and stuff. Okay.
Yeah, 313-855-5737. Call in and let me know what you think about self-love, self-care. One of the things that people need to do is fitness.
Yeah, you gotta get your
fitness is so important. I'm not necessarily talking about having a six-pack or, you know, biceps and guns and a small waist, but you know, you got to be worried about your insides first. If you take care of your internal health, it'll show on the outside. What do you think?
I totally agree. One of the things that I'm gonna address to dudes, you got to take care of yourself to the point where everything functions. A lot of times women say, dudes,
we got to function.
Hey, you know exactly what I'm talking about. They talk about the ED thing, right?
The what?
The ED thing.
Ed.
You know, yes, right, Ed. See, what happens is
I call him dude.
Dude won't wake up.
This dude in the basement.
Dude won't wake up.
No, not this dude.
Dude won't wake up
dude
if you
won't go to sleep.
Well, that's a good thing. but you don't want them to be asleep and stay asleep.
Yeah.
What you need to do is get your fitness and get your health and get regular checkups. Make sure you're going to the doctor and make sure things are functioning for you.
Yes.
And that make yourself happy, make your lady happy.
Yes.
You know, and then calm down some of the strife in your life, because you know if you putting it down right.
Put
you
it
don't
down.
Have, if you don't,
Said beat it up.
beat that thingy up.
Beat it up.
If you beat it up, if you beating it up right,
Yeah.
she won't give you the grief that you've been getting. When you're getting grief, it's because you're not beating it up right.
So you mean to tell me there's a lot of dudes out here having problems because they're not putting it down?
That's right.
I think you might be onto something, man. Because a lot of dudes out here don't really have.
That's right.
You know what? And I believe that you're right, because you got guys out here that don't really have no money. They don't have no goals, no objective, but they got a strong back.
That's right.
You know,
We're talking about
they
playing
giving them
video
the
games and sitting around drinking pop and smoking weed.
But they got one outfit.
And shit.
Great jogging pants.
The great
win
jogging
every
pants
time.
and tell me women ain't creeps.
So listen, exactly. So look, I'm gonna piggyback off what he said about the hygiene, not just so for men. I mean, I'm sorry, not hygiene. Fitness, hygiene is next.
Right.
But fitness, ladies also too. Y'all go through, female impotency. Don't get it twisted.
That's right.
With the vaginal dryness and stuff like that, and understanding we know that can be hormonal. It also is related to diet. And then some of that shit, y'all just mean as hell. You just done dried it up like a desert because you don't feel, you don't have no emotion, and you got to get to moving, you got to get the blood flowing, eat right, exercise.
That's right.
And then also too, ladies, there's some things that you can do to rejuvenate, your vag. Wow, I said
you
vag.
rejuvenate.
That was real nice. That was good. I didn't even say the P word. Yeah, shout out to the 61% of the women audience that tuned in. Yeah, this particular part is. Thank you very much.
That's right.
And on that note, did you know that Monostat 7 just came out with a new cookie dough flavor?
Cookie dough?
Yeah. You gonna try it?
Oh no.
I heard it's easy to wash down. But look, the other thing is too, just basically everybody, get yourself ready for the mate that you're looking for. And everything we're talking about is getting to a mate.
Do you know that takes us to Jada Smith. Oh man,
we're gonna come back to her.
We're
gonna get her.
We're gonna
get her. Hygiene.
Yeah.
Hygiene is important. Yeah, that goes without saying. Manicures, nails. Ladies, if you can, y'all talk about these guys' feet.
Yeah.
Some of y'all look like y'all can start a forest fire. I'm gonna do my own feet. If you don't get your ass over there, let Miss Lee do your feet, and get that husk off of there. Some of y'all walking around with pandemic feet. That's from like 2019. That's 2 years ago.
A lot of ladies want to say, well, it's wintertime, and I don't do my feet in the wintertime because nobody's going to see them.
Man, wintertime, she walking around all 4 seasons on them toes, man.
And we're talking about to rub a woman's feet, and her feet are harder than yours. You're like, oh, no. Oh, no.
Man.
Oh no.
So hygiene is important. Financial. Good credit. Having good credit, that is part of self-care. Try not to be a borrower. I can't even
be
say
a lender.
Yeah, be a lender. And
be a borrower.
According to the Bible, you want to be a lender, not a borrower. But I'm not.
Right.
Don't ask me because I'm not giving you nothing. I'm all loaned out. But unless you really, really, really need it, then I'll do it. And you got to be in my circle. It's like a 7-step program.
Yeah, it's like
most of y'all don't qualify.
I'm gonna run a credit check just to loan you some money.
Also, too, go to the doctor, especially men.
Yeah.
What do you feel about that, man?
Yes, you gotta go. You gotta go. But as far as the credit stuff, right? If you got bold credit right now, you can also you can get things like Credit Karma and work on building your credit up yourself without having to pay somebody to do it. That way you can actually call the people, check with them, and see if you can have certain things. And if you got erroneous things on your credit report, you need to get it removed, and that will bring your score up. And if you got bills or debts, you got to pay those.
He got like an 850, yo.
Hey,
No, for real. This shit was like,
hey,
man, give me 100 point.
you know what? I would,
Let me
but that
get
would
100
take me.
point.
That would take me down to 750.
And look, and that would bring me up. We be even.
But
So look, no, go ahead.
Go ahead. No, that's fine, bro.
I'm going to read something in regarding to men not going to the doctor and also to women. According to one recent study by the Cleveland Clinic, close to 60% of men don't regularly see a doctor, going only when they are seriously ill. The survey found that only 3 in 5 men get annual physicals, and nearly half of 500 men surveyed said their health is simply something they don't want to talk about. That part they don't want to talk about is when they got to go, get that prostate exam.
That's a creepy
Hey man,
feeling.
it's only
man.
a finger, man.
But you know what?
It's a medical finger. I mean, I'm just saying.
Dude,
I don't condone that, but
we're talking about.
you're just gonna get once a year. You gonna get somebody to stick a finger in your ass. Go to the doctor, man.
Let's talk
if you're
about-
scared, practice at home with your wife.
No,
that's bullshit.
let's talk about the feeling that you have when you leave the doctor. You feel unclean. You're like, hey, this like, oh no.
Oh, my goodness,
you
man.
feel violated.
Man,
so you got this ride, this long, slow ride home with your head down. It's like, oh no, dude.
Man, I'm gonna tell you something. I'm almost.
It's like a
I'm gonna
walk of
share a
shame.
story. I'm gonna share a story. I got so many of them. Wow. When you think about it, you say this shit, you can't get it back.
That's right.
Okay, all right. Which prostate story I'm gonna tell? All right, so listen. I went to go get a prostate exam. Very first one. So I guess they popped my prostate cherry. So they had, the prostate exam. They had to put the little camera and shit up there. But before they put the camera up there, man, the camera looked like a damn missile.
Okay.
Okay, so and then they had to put all this.
That gel and stuff
Oh
like
my
that.
God,
yeah.
it was horrible, man.
Yeah.
It was horrible. Oh my God. Bear with me, y'all. I'm gonna flashback. Anyway, long story short, when they pulled all that shit out, man,
Yeah.
I went to the front desk.
Everything else is leaking. You
like
leaking.
you have sex with a woman, man, and you done beat it up.
It's all
I
hanging
walked
out.
to the front desk and was like,
Hey, blowing in the
who's
wind.
that clapping at me? I know. So when I got to the desk, the lady was like, "Are you okay?" I said, "No, I feel violent." I said, I know y'all don't normally do this, but can I have a pad? I said, "This shit is leaking out."
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
She said, "Well, Mr. Williams,
Well, they put some goop in your.
Yeah, Joy. They put gel.
I had to have the. Yeah, they did the camera,
Yeah, they take the
so
camera.
I had to go more in
yeah.
depth, But the camera, man,
Yeah, they go deeper inside of you.
yeah, they had to.
No, they got one that go up
Doc,
in there.
stop, man.
What do you call it? Colonoscopy.
Color.
No, I had that too.
The one that
This is why
they
men
got
don't go
the
to the
upper.
doctor. This shit
They got
right
the
here.
upper and the lower.
The upper room.
That's
Man,
right, but the upper they go down through your throat, and the lower one they go inside
See?
and check for polyps and stuff
Yeah,
like that.
see?
And then they supposed to remove
This is why
any
men don't go to the
cancerous
doctor.
polyp.
But you need to go because we
That's
feel
right.
so violated. Because I'm telling you, when a man have to put his feet in some stirrups,
No, I didn't have to do stir.
Now, I'm
They
telling
put me
you
to
something, man.
sleep when they
See?
did me.
see, you wasn't brave enough.
No, I'm a
faced that
coward.
shit head
But
on.
we talking about. I don't want to.
Bring it on!
When they
I'm sorry. Look at this. Like,
You're a tougher guy.
Is it too late?
You're tough. You're a tougher brother than me.
And this is why we don't like going to the doctor.
Put me to sleep. Wake me up a little later.
All right. So yeah, but honestly, guys, go to the doctor, man, because
Yeah,
the
good
women
check.
they need us. If you're a father, if you're a brother, your
kids need you.
Your kids need you. Your siblings need you. If you're gonna let some doctor that has to put their finger in your rectum keep you, you know what,
From living your best life.
man? Listen, your best life begins after they pull that finger out, man.
There you go.
You just got you
Knowing,
10 more years because you just dealt with one digit.
Yeah,
Just
knowing
one little digit, man.
is the best
It's
thing.
not that bad, man.
It's
I
knowing,
mean, we're going to the doctor. I'm just
it's knowing
like no
that you don't
personal shit.
have something, is really good. Well, you don't want to wake up and have stage 4 colorectal cancer, and it's something
Right.
that you could have prevented.
Yeah. Go to the doctor.
Preventative maintenance.
Women, y'all too.
So,
The mammograms. See, this all the
Yes.
stuff that we're talking about. It's all related to relationships because the thing that we do, we're here to protect your relationships. So If you don't have yourself prepared for the mate that's coming to you, I ain't gonna lie to you. People don't really want stuff that's, beat up or used or not taken care of. But if you disclose the information that, hey, you're doing this or you got a history of that, they're more willing to accept you as you are, because that way the other shoe's not dropping. I'm gonna read this last part about women. The CDC reports that women are 38% more likely to visit the doctor than men, and women are 1% better at maintaining screening and preventive care.
That's
I can't argue with that. They really kind of go all the time, though. I mean, they got a lot more parts than we do. They go get the mammogram. I think they're doing the mammogram all wrong. I don't understand why the women got to put their breasts in this machine and flatten it like flapjacks.
Yeah, they come out bruised too, bro.
Here's the thing, though, man. I'm just, you can tell the machine was invented by some man that hated
some
women.
dude, yeah.
The machine really should be like a clone of my hands, okay? And it just add pressure, but they're warm. You know what I'm saying? The hands are warm, but they kind of like fleshy feel. And it's got cameras on the inside and it just squeeze. And and then you get the whole 360, man. All that smashing titties, man, that ain't cool, man. Shout out to the ladies getting the mammogram. Keep up the good work. Those things do a lot of things for the community. We appreciate that. For the babies, the grown-ups, the men. Vicky Secrets.
Do you remember Angelina Jolie? She had that gene that causes cancer.
Yeah.
So she had a double mastectomy.
Yeah.
And to prevent the fact that she didn't want cancer.
Yeah, she didn't even want to go down that trail.
Right. But Brad left shortly thereafter.
I think Brad left because all them damn kids, man. He was like, you know what? I said one African child.
He said one African.
You brought a whole village.
I think he left when the titties left.
Oh, so shallow. She got some new ones.
She ain't got no dude, though. Not yet.
But you know what? For the women who had the what they call
The
double
mastectomy.
And they go and get the implants. Ladies, your breasts don't make you.
No,
I talk a lot of shit.
We don't talk stuff.
Breasts are optional. It don't make you.
No,
it don't make you.
A person that loves you is going to love you.
Exactly.
Not for your body.
Yeah. I think we just won them over right there, man. Now, if you ain't got to cut them off, don't cut them off. You know what I'm saying?
No, don't cut them off just because it's fashion statement.
Yeah.
Just like don't cut your hair off just because it's a fashion statement.
Yes. We like some stuff.
I like bald-headed women, but I like women with hair as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Your DM is about to blow up. You better have a million followers.
You know what? That's fine with me.
Y'all add him to the No Edges group.
You know what?
On Facebook.
Give them nappy roots.
All right, so look, let's see. What are we going to talk about? Also, two, far self-care. Doc, I want to ask you a question, man. How do you feel about people that carry on family curses? Oh,
yeah,
what do you feel about people that carry on
family curses is like generational curses. What it is, how do you get out of it? What point do we stop the generational curses? My father was broke. I'm gonna be broke. His father was broke. Go ahead, Doc.
I think we just need to start watching 5 Heartbeats.
Say start or stop?
Stop. Because you remember saying,
Eddie
you
Kane.
ain't gonna never be shit, because I ain't shit.
Yeah,
that's
he
right.
did say that.
So,
And that's exactly how. That's what we're talking about with how we talking about ourselves. He stated that he wasn't shit.
Yeah.
And then he put the curse on his son about I ain't shit, so you ain't gonna be
And
shit.
his son began to believe it.
That's right.
But I always tell my sons, I need you to be better than me. Like my parents told me, son,
That's
be
right.
better than me. And every generation is supposed to be better than the next.
Yeah, there's a problem when it comes down to that portion, though.
Why do you say that?
Only because me and your parents, where they come from, was kind of different.
That's right.
Majority of them couldn't read, majority of them couldn't write, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they had a reason to say that, right? I ain't saying that we don't have to have a reason to say it to our children, but our children's children, they're going to catch hell.
Yes.
You feel me?
Oh my God.
I'm gonna give y'all this little tidbit. When we talk about our parents and our grandparents, they were part of the Great Migration. The Great Migration was a part of the part from after Reconstruction, during Reconstruction, up into the 40s and 50s. That's
Correct.
when people moved from the South to the North to the industrial states.
Right.
Yeah, so that's just my tidbit. I like
That's how
history,
we all
y'all.
get here, man.
I mean,
Everybody
but
moving around.
your tidbits drop a whole load on people because when you start thinking about like how we look at stuff, like I was telling people, they was talking about the devil this, the devil that, right?
Right.
I said, well, if y'all believe in the devil, that's on you.
That's right.
Because you be giving the devil more props than y'all give God, right?
That's right.
I said, if y'all believe in God, you have to really understand, like, you can't possibly believe that the devil had that much control and or power.
You said a mouthful right
And what
there.
was that you said earlier too? Some of the stuff is not the devil's fault. Who'd you say?
It's your own damn fault.
That's right.
There it is.
Because you make dumbass decisions.
There it is. All right, y'all, we're going to move right along. Now, what we're talking about, in case you're just tuning in, we're talking about self-care, self-love, mental health, and tired of dating. So I'm going to kind of speed through some stuff. We talked about offset family curses because your new mate that you're going to acquire should not have to deal with 100 years of failure of stuff that can be prevented.
That's
whether
right.
it's health, finances, mental stability, doing something because your mother or your father did it, incomplete tasks. So that's part of getting yourself together, to be able to, not just for your mate, but for yourself.
Now, when he's talking about getting yourself together, now if you run into a roadblock, that's a roadblock, and it's not a deterrent.
Right.
It is a roadblock. That means you have to reevaluate what you're doing and how you're going to do it. So you take that time for re-education.
Exactly. Also, too, self-motivation. You have to be able to motivate yourself. You can listen to motivational tapes, read motivational books. Motivate yourself. At the end of the day, thank you. At the end of the day, if you don't get it done, you can't blame nobody but you. And as Doc said, you
right.
can't blame it on the devil. The devil got a job to do, and so do you. God has a job to do, and he's always going to get it done, but he's not going to move unless you move. So motivate yourself. Also, too, take vacations.
Yeah.
Take vacation. A vacation don't always have to be 5 to 7 days, 2 weeks.
Yeah.
You could take a little weekend getaway.
Yeah, take a long weekend.
And Belle Isle don't count. The corner park or whatever, that don't count. Get away.
But you know what? For me, sometimes it does. Like I don't know if you guys are familiar with. I'm a East Sider through and through.
East Side?
I like this little park down at the end of Mount Elliott called Mount Elliott Park.
Yeah.
I go down there and I'll break open my book, sit there with my headsets on, and I love the water environment.
Yeah.
So it's like a mini vacation away from Jefferson.
Gotcha.
It's the rat races on Jefferson. Everybody hustle and bustle, cussing and fussing.
Your cousin.
And there you go. All
Yeah.
my cousins down there.
Yeah.
And this give me a chance just to go a block.
Also, too, hey, if you got some questions, call in 313-855-5737. 5737.
That's right.
Hey, look, clothes. Make sure your clothes fit. I've been accused of this in the past. I think I'm getting past that, though. I mean,
Yeah, well,
look at that shit.
you
Look at
gotta.
that shit.
But see,
Look at us, man.
well,
This used to be a 6X. Now I'm a medium. This is a 1X.
Well,
Wow.
my only thing about losing weight is that I started having loose skin.
Yeah.
The
You
loose
gotta tuck
skin.
it in. You gotta tuck it in with the shirt and shit. Just
That
tuck
loose
that shit
skin
in.
is ooh.
Yeah, we all got it.
Yeah, and it takes away from 1 week you're muscular, you got it going on, you like everything is going right.
Yeah.
Then the next week you see the loose skin.
The problem that I have losing weight, the mirrors at the gym is a damn liar. Okay.
Yeah, they do a lot of
It's a trick mirrors at the gym.
Yeah, this shit
Because
like-
they don't say the same shit at the mirrors at home. At the gym, I look like Arnold Schwarzenegger.
It's the opposite for me.
At the crib, I look like Arnold Horseshack. I'm just like, we gotta fix this shit, man. Yeah, buy your clothes appropriately if you're losing weight.
Get it together. But
Buy
you may
true
want
to
to
size,
you may
and one
wanna wait
size
till
don't
you-
always fit all.
You may want to wait till you finish your weight goal. Yeah, but you don't want to have.
Yeah, but you don't. It's like for a long time, I was still wearing like a 6X.
Yeah.
When I was like, I got down to like a 3X. What happens is it makes you look sloppy.
Yeah, that's true
you
too.
know,
It takes away from your appearance.
And women like a form-fitting they like form-fitting wear. That's why gray jogging pants are such a hit, you know.
And them skinny pants and skinny jackets and stuff like that.
Yeah, well, you know.
Appropriate size.
Well, yeah, like appropriate, we say skinny jeans.
Skinny pants. They even got suits like
What
that.
they call like
now.
athletic fit.
No. Athletic fit is for broader people or larger or muscular people. I'm talking about the skinny stuff where the pants taper all the way down to your ankle.
I said, I'm not doing all of that shit.
Well, some of them, if you notice, they're starting to wear shoes and the ankles
Like
out.
a European fit.
Yes, and European cut.
It's like kitten heels.
It can be okay.
Yeah, it depends.
It's like everybody looks like a prom boy. A boy going to prom with a shiny jacket on.
One of the Temptations and shit.
That's right. That
right,
look is
look.
coming back.
All right, so self-love. Hey, so look, I want you to play that video. Play that video of Jada Pinkett, please. And we're gonna talk about self-love.
Yeah,
The one that's from YouTube.
Yeah, it's really important to love yourself.
Yeah, love yourself, but then don't dog other people in the mix.
Well,
relationships.
You expect your partner to know, especially when it comes to sex.
Right.
It's like, well, if you love me, you should know.
Right.
But Jada didn't stop there. She also went on to say that she's been experiencing certain difficulties in this department and hinted at being unsatisfied with her own life.
If you love me,
You should be able to read
you
my
should
mind.
read my mind.
Yeah.
You know
No,
what I
that's
mean?
a huge
That's
pitfall.
a huge pitfall.
Yeah, it is.
Jada then said she's been working on changing her mindset about communicating her needs, but she also added that she still struggles with being open and honest about what she wants.
Tell me
Right.
what you need, tell me what you want, and on top of it,
They're now slamming her for constantly embarrassing Will in public and being passive aggressive. One Twitter user wrote, Jada makes it known every other month how much she hates being married to Will and how she misses Tupac, and Will Smith just takes it. Like, if you feel the need to talk about your marriage, then leave. It's never too late to get a divorce. Another person.
Wow.
you know, my thing is with that, we don't need to stop being a bitch ass dude.
Ooh, what'd you say?
He needs to stop being a bitch ass dude.
Oh,
and
shit.
leave
Here we
that
go.
broad.
Why should he leave her?
Shit, man. If you love Tupac so much, go get him.
Well, he's gonna be the hardest he ever been.
Well, that's right. Stiffer motherfucker. Or go find another gangster. But,
How long do you mourn me? That was for Jada.
There's a lot of women that would love to have Will. You know, she don't know what has made her. She's not the same woman because of Will. She didn't have the money that Will had. She didn't have the draw that Will had. So you gonna come into my life and tell me that you love somebody who just took you as a piece of ass? He fucked her. Tupac fucked her and fucked with her. And then,
Boom.
and then now the little boy, what's the little boy that she had living in her house?
Listen,
that fucked her.
nobody cries over dead dick unless it was good. That's a fucking quotable.
There you go.
Boom. That's my shit.
But that lady, ladies, if you treat your man like that and he accepted, you emasculated him. You took the best part of him and threw it away. You didn't remember when he picked you up from that little girl from a different world.
Let me ask you something, Doc. Does she have more self-love than she has for the relationship, or she's just attention seeking?
I think she's telling the truth.
You think she's telling the truth?
I think she's just at a point in her life where her and Will is telling the truth. I don't know if you ever seen Will at that red table.
Yeah, they both admitted to being openly and he cheating and all of that stuff.
But that ain't the part. I'm talking about. I'm willing to bet Will probably did way more damage that she didn't even speak of, and it's just now surfacing because she have an outlet. One, and the part that we don't like the men probably looking at, and the women, that shit was in the past, but she probably dealt with 15, 18 years of it consecutively, and we're not looking at that standpoint.
No. Here's his thing. Honestly, I don't give a shit.
Me neither.
Here's my thing. At some point, it should be your business as a couple. But here's the problem. You opened the relationship up. You opened it up. You opened it. It's a can of worms. So now, man, dude, if I would hate to see the abundance of people that come forward and start telling their stories about Will and Jada, more so Jada. Because I'm going to tell you something, man. I guarantee you it's not going to be pretty. I'm sure there's a lot of freaky tales, but it's like, that should not be the public's business.
And I was about to say the same thing. You know, there is a point when the stuff that you... It's just got to be the fact that she's just really running him through the coals right now.
Right.
It's like, you know, he's done. This dude he's got to be living. He needs therapy right now.
Well, he just wrote a book, man, and that's dealing with his therapy. And he talks about there was a point he wanted to commit suicide. He got a movie coming out this week.
Wow.
I think it's coming out on Netflix. I don't know the name of it, but it's like a documentary about the book that he wrote, talking about suicide and being the man that he is. This is the problem that I have with relationships, period. When you totally submit to somebody and open yourself all the way up, and people would in turn take that shit and throw it back in your face as ammunition and bullets. There's no way in the hell, man. There's, you know, like, I give you a prime example. The ex-wife and I went through a lot of shit. There's some shit that happened between us that I would never divulge to the public. I don't give a fuck how much we went through, because that's our business. I don't understand how a couple on this platform, because everybody was looking at them at a point in time, oh, black love, black love, black love. No, now black love is tarnished. I know black love is not perfect, but man, I get tired of seeing couples tear each other down publicly, man, especially when they look like us.
I don't look at it like she tearing them down.
Wow, elaborate. The women gonna love this shit. Go ahead.
No, it's not that women gonna love it. I just think same thing when I told people I think the Cosby Show and Different World was probably the most destructive programs for black people.
Destructive?
Very.
Why?
Because it gave people ammunition on what to look for. It let people know that we not thinking like how they think. Okay. It made us a target. It made us say, while we should have been like still under the radar and moving forward, we wasn't moving on the radar no more. It was prevalent. Yes, a black man can think in an intelligent manner. Yes, it can be a doctor. It can be a lawyer. Yes, a person can have parents in the household and actually care for their kids. And then a different world. Oh, people want to go to college. So it said, like, hold on, wait a minute. So black folks thinking like this?
That's right.
So it became a thing to where, well, we thought, like, no, it gave black people hope. Yeah, but also gave people long stretches to where I may have liked it, but I don't have the money to go to school to be a doctor.
Well, to offset that, you had good times. They struggled like a motherfucker. So, I mean,
forever.
No,
James he couldn't get a job.
But don't get me wrong. But that's the thing. If it made them look at us like we can't let them be like them. We can't let them be like them, because if they get like that, they will know the truth and they'll be able to take over. You know what I mean?
And that's okay. That's a great point. So I'm gonna use your point against you.
No.
I'm gonna use your point against you.
I'm about to show this. The reason why I'm not saying that I like the fact that she telling the truth. I like the fact that it showed vulnerability in between two people who look like they have everything going for themselves.
That's right. No marriage is perfect.
No marriage is perfect. No matter how much money you have.
Right.
Right. And to me, that's okay. But if she going to like, oh, he just a bitch ass dude, blah blah. Right. Then that's a different story.
Basically, she's saying it without saying it. So what you just said, that's a great point. And I hadn't even thought about that until you used the analogy of a different world. So now, to do a show like that, and then we have a couple like Will and Jada, where people did put them on a pedestal and say, I want our relationship and our love life to be like that. Now that is gone. That's diminished because it's like, okay, if Will and Jada can't make it, shit, they don't even get married. Because I was looking to them to be like that. So now nobody
They've been married
can
for
be
20
like
some
that.
years.
It don't matter, man. And we know it's gonna be messed up, but why throw each other under the bus on a national platform?
But I
get
think
that.
I'm mad at her because of the fact that it was during the extent of one of my marriages. So I remember I married twice. I used to love the way she looked at him with admiration.
Yeah.
You know, it was like this was what I aspired to have and to hold. I think that's the reason why I may be lashing out at her, because now it looks like as if this
I'm disappointed.
There you go.
I'm disappointed.
And that's good.
I'm disappointed.
And it's good to be disappointed. But how about when this happened? If it was to happen, they go through all that and they say, you know, we're gonna renew our vows.
See, I don't believe him at this point.
Well, he's sticking around anyway.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. So they ain't sticking around for money, evidently.
Right, money don't matter.
Money don't matter.
Right.
So I'm saying, how about when they show that the strength of the people airing their shit out can bring people back together too?
That's true too.
Yeah. So
Yeah, I guess it works because okay, well, you know what? Here's right now. God, forgive me. I'm gonna say the F word. Will and Jada right now are a great marketing tool for fucked up marriages.
That's right.
So now, okay, we're right here right now. Hey, babe, look, they shit is messed up too. You give out whack dick too, babe.
Yeah,
we can
that's
fix
true, too.
this. We can
Yeah.
fix this.
We're
We're gonna find out what Will is doing, and we're gonna get on the Will and Jada dick plan, and we're gonna
That's right.
We're gonna get through this, and we're gonna renew our vows the same day.
He on that Dr. Seabees.
but also,
God, I hate she did that to him though.
but you remember he got a new movie coming out.
That's right. It might be.
I'm just trying to tell people things.
This is
like,
true, Doc.
We got to think he got a new movie
He
coming
sure
out.
do, and it's coming out this month, right?
And and he got a new documentary
Yeah.
about
The machine, the publicity machine.
And they key to it. If you ever understand, because I watch with, so people don't even
You're
know
right.
that Will and Jay-Z be working together a lot.
Yes.
Okay.
They executive produce and produce things together.
Yeah, they got a lot of money.
You know
together,
what's
too.
not saying Jay-Z? It's funny how things work out when you just said Jay-Z. I had another thing on here as far as like self-love. It said, know thyself. Will Smith and Jada Smith, they know themselves so good, they pulling on the heartstrings of black love,
of America.
Couples, strife, defeat, victory, comeback, and he's got the book, the documentary, and the movie, and then I'm sure Jada probably got something in the works too. It's a machine. I didn't even think about that
She
part.
gonna
man.
become they prepping her to be the new Oprah. So watch for this. Jada on network. Just watch for it. People gotta understand, like, I watch and observe everything.
Right.
And when I look at things, I don't never look at it from Miles Dixon's point of view.
You're right, man. That's a great point.
I look at it, Dan Gilbert told me about 7 years ago.
Right.
He said most people buy land for what they see. I fly over so I can see how cash flow.
Right.
That's right.
That's dope. That's
why,
dope.
If you
That's
ever
dope.
noticed, since he been in the city, there's more exits
Right.
where there were. You feel me?
right.
More streets been widened. Why widen a freeway when there's less people? Because
You need that the hold lane,
expectation.
the HOV lane.
there you go.
Get it? Hold.
Over, right.
Yep.
But I'm just being honest.
Yeah,
with you.
you're right.
So we have to really think about things like, again, I told people I'm the new David Chappelle podcast. I'm gonna make them think.
Yeah.
That's right.
That was good though, man.
Because
That was really good. That was really good.
Because I tell people all the time, if you're money hungry, you will always be thirsty.
That's right.
You know what I like right here, man? You got three brothers. Everybody here, they got their own strength. Was it a disagreement? We agreed to disagree.
That's right.
most
And
definitely.
nobody fell out. Nobody slammed the mic.
You know what?
Dante
Nobody-
beat us up on the air.
Nobody yelled.
And we
think,
moved on because we all learned something. You know.
What's it? Stephen Covey had a book on 7 habits of highly effective people.
Right.
I think that right there was agree to disagree. Synergy.
Oh, look at you.
Think win-win.
What's that?
Win-win.
Win-win.
Okay. And then we also listen.
Right.
Listen first. And understood. And then I was understood.
Yes.
So, ladies and gentlemen, Stephen Covey.
Hey, man, give that
7
man a round of
habits
applause.
of highly effective people.
Boy, once you learn how to read 2 years ago, you've been on the road,
You
man.
know what?
Reading is fundamental.
That's right.
I tell people all the time.
That's all right.
It's also in my book, the Book of Carter.
Yes.
The Big Bible. It says, intelligence tell you how, but wisdom tell you when.
That's right.
Jada and Will's working from wisdom.
That's right. And it also,
I think we broke it down better than anybody.
I think so too.
You know what? We're going to have to excerpt this part out and put it out there. Go ahead, man.
You know, what it is what point is your breaking point? Do you get married
That's a good point, man.
for better and worse, or do you get married for better?
I think for most people, man, especially when you get up in age, you hit 50, it's like, do I really want to start over with somebody that I don't know, and I'm going to be worse off than I was? You know what? It wasn't so bad that she was talking shit about me publicly, because now this one right here won't even talk to me.
Yeah, you're right.
You see what I'm saying? So the grass ain't always green on the other side. It's usually astroturf.
I mean,
Stay away from that fake shit.
Yeah.
I tell people, how many times have you stood there and told somebody, hit me? Just hit me.
Right.
Yeah.
And in boxing, they literally just be hitting you all in your gut to strengthen up your stomach muscles.
Yes.
And so I think they're using their brain muscles. They don't mind getting hit in the stomach.
Yeah, gut punch me.
I don't
Hit
think
me in
they
the gut.
mind.
No, I take it. But my thing is also, so in a marriage, you work through it. You know, it's like there is no what is the word? I'm looking for the word where you can just go. What's the breaking point? I forget the name of it. I'm having a brain fire.
Just leave. Shit.
But, well, I understand that, but
A breaking point?
Breaking point.
It's
Not
no-
breaking
it's
point.
just,
It's like
It's like a
It's like a
climax.
breakdown, man.
Yeah.
It's just it's a demise of a marriage, man. It's just like it's finished
but it's
or depleted.
When you're going through marriage is it's a triangle
Yeah.
between God, husband, and wife.
Yep.
There you go.
And so when you make a covenant between you, God, and your spouse,
The true Holy Trinity.
that's right.
And that's the problem that I'm having with Jada.
Yeah.
To me, she's out of alignment. But I'll say this, because I don't know the whole story. Like somebody
you don't.
says, I don't know if Will's in alignment with God.
That's right.
So if Will's not in alignment with God, Jada don't have to be in alignment.
Right. Why
You see what
would
I'm
she
saying?
follow a cat that's
But I'm just saying.
not leading right?
I think I'm thinking both of them now just now finding God. I think they was in the Scientology. They don't even speak in it no more.
Yeah.
But I'm thinking now they realize they need to have a particular synergy.
That's right.
And I think they coming back to God. But in order to come to God, period, you have to submit.
That's right.
And look,
You have to let shit go.
and you're right. I'm gonna touch on something. We got a little serious today, so we're gonna break up the seriousness. Can you play that one little TikTok video, man, with the nice little granny?
Okay.
Yeah. But this is good stuff, man. This is
You know
good
what?
stuff.
There's some good ass weed in this house. Well, okay.
All right, so look, I'm gonna tell you how it went. So we're gonna play a little game. I'm gonna ask you 3 questions,
Okay.
and then you have to say addicted.
Okay.
What do you call an alcoholic that
Addiction.
can't stop drinking?
Addicted.
What do you call a drug addict that can't stop smoking?
Addicted.
What do you call that thing that slapped you in the face last night?
A pussy.
You were supposed to say the dick did.
The devil's a liar.
So this young lady asked her grandmother that. It's an older white lady, man. And she said that part. And she looked at her granddaughter and said, "You a goofy bitch."
you know what?
All right, so think it's faster than speak. All right, so look, Even
3
more
minutes.
so with the situation with Will and Jada, I think a lot of people are now looking at this too, mental health.
That's right.
I think you get to a certain point, especially people who have money, you've done so many things, then you become bored. And once you become bored, you got to start creating shit.
Yeah.
And I think when you start creating stuff, the creativity becomes so outlandish that it starts building into your anxieties. You know, I'm going to say this, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, I'm going to shock the world. And really, you end up looking crazy. What do you think about that?
Well, it's like this, right? We look at them and think they have everything.
Right.
But sometimes with mental illness and they have all the everything. They should be able to do anything. Like,
Yeah.
But everything with us, we look at them as idols or
Right.
or
They're human.
but they're human, and then they fall down. It just shows that your life is not as bad as you think it is. So, thinking in terms of therapy, self-love, loving who loves you,
Right.
and just gratitude and being thankful for waking up this morning. You know, it's a little goofy of me right now, but just remember there are greater things than you, and stuff like that. So.
Let me read this recent statistic from KFF Health Tracking Poll from July 2020 also found that many adults are reporting specific negative impacts on their mental health and well-being, such as difficulty sleeping, 36%, or eating, 32%, increase in alcohol consumption or substance use, 12%. That's a lot of us.
Yes.
And worsening chronic conditions, 12% due to worry and stress over the coronavirus. As the pandemic wears on, ongoing and necessary public health measures exposes many people to experience the situations linked to poor mental health, such as isolation and job loss.
That's
So
right.
you got to factor that stuff in.
They're saying that
You
we
gotta
need that.
factor that stuff in.
That's pretty much saying we need human contact.
Yeah, and
We need that.
human contact and some therapy too. You know, get some therapy.
Therapy
You
is
know?
important.
It's very important.
Because it wakes you. It gives you an outlet
Yes.
to all that stress and negativity. So sometimes you give so much and you get so little in return.
Hey, look, I want to thank y'all for checking us out. Don't forget to go on Amazon.com.
Check out his books.
Thank you. Amazon.com/author/Byron Williams. Check out all the books. Make sure you like, share, and post, and subscribe to Podcastic, Instagram, YouTube, the whole nine. We'll see y'all next Monday. The Relationship Bodyguard. Peace.
Deuces. Uh-oh.